Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for May 3rd, 2018. For your Thursday, we're going to have a frontal boundary off to our north, high pressure off to the southeast. This is our heat pump high that has been bringing the well above average temperatures yesterday, and today is going to continue. And in some places, it's going to actually, temperatures are going to exceed what they reached yesterday. And we are going to have a frontal boundary off to our north here that is going to be close enough to provide a few isolated showers and maybe a little more scattered for the far northwestern areas, and then the boundary is going to slip south just enough that you could get some scattered activity, or at least isolated activity, further south and east. You can see that here in the next frame, where you have this coming a little bit further south and getting some areas, combination of the increased humidity values and the high temperatures in the front nearby will allow for those thunderstorms to occur. So let's go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 11 a.m. See some light scattered activity off to the far north. As we work our way through the afternoon, that's just going to continue eastward. And then you can see some kind of semblance of activity that is going to be taking place during the mid-afternoon hours, and it's mainly across the Poconos at this point. But you may have one of these organized into a thunderstorm cell that's going to move further south and east with that increased humidity. And we're going to have the surge of warmth coming in here ahead of this. So you're going to have temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 across a large portion of the area today. So that is going to help fuel these storms, and mainly across the Poconos, maybe the Lehigh Valley, and across northern New Jersey is the areas we're looking for. But you could have something else isolated pop up further south. It'd just be a very stray or isolated type thing. So we're not expecting any widespread activity today. That's going to come a little bit, probably, well, we're really not widespread here on Friday, but a better chance here on Friday for at least those same areas that we just outlined for today. Going forward, here is the frontal boundary for Friday. Still off to the north and west. You're still going to get some pretty good heating out ahead of this boundary, and areas down to the south and east are going to get to 90 degrees, or maybe even above 90 degrees in some spots that are going to hit that today. Areas further northwest are going to be a little bit more on the cloudy side. You could have some mostly cloudy skies, we'll call it. And then as you get a little bit further in time, you have an isolated chance for a shower or a thunderstorm again, mainly in those same areas we just outlined. So for today. So we'll watch out for that for Friday. Now, there is a change for the weekend. I know we had did the forecast video yesterday. It looked like we're going to have a pretty nice weekend. Still not a total loss, but this frontal boundary is going to be very slow to move southeastward, and that's because of this high pressure. So this is kind of like a double-edged sword. This high pressure is giving you the hazy, hot, summer-like conditions right now, and the dry conditions, but it's also going to hold up this front a little bit. So this front is not going to be able to advance southeastward quite as quickly as originally modeled, so it's going to get hung up, I think. And that's where the trends of the guidance went today. So instead of coming through on Friday night, it pushes off to the south and east, but it kind of stalls. See, the boundary just kind of stalls here. Here's a look at Saturday morning. Most of the area is dry. Some showers across the far southern tier with we're closest to that frontal boundary. But then when you get into the overnight hours, you can see some of that moisture comes a little bit further northwest of that frontal boundary. So southeastern Pennsylvania, at least southern New Jersey and Delaware gets into this action, but it may end up being a little bit further north where we get this overnight. You can see that here. Here's a look at Sunday morning. All right, and then you have a chance for some showers. So we concluded that at least a 30% chance of showers up here all the way to I-78. But further south and east of that is where you're likely to see those scattered showers. You're looking at mainly Saturday afternoon through the overnight and into Sunday morning. Not a real big deal, but it will be, bringing showers to the region because of that front in close proximity, and it's not going to want to move to the southeast too quickly. So again, your temperatures this weekend now, because this front is held up a little bit, there's no real cold air push behind this. It is going to get it down from upper 80s to near 90 into the middle 70s for highs here on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, but once this front finally moves away, that's going to be later on Sunday. You'll have partly cloudy skies in the afternoon, mid-70s. And then we get to Monday, we're going to have a miniature trough come in here. Just a quick hitting piece of a trough that's going to settle over the northeastern United States. It's not going to get too far south, though, but it's going to be just enough to get temperatures back down to near average. So we're going to have near average this time of year is anywhere between 65 and 70 from north and south, and I think it's what you can expect here on Monday. Back to partly cloudy skies, though, on Monday. No precipitation to speak of. And then we get a Tuesday. Which should be another partly cloudy day. Temperatures are going to start to climb up again, probably into the lower 70s, 70 to 75 range here on Tuesday. And then once we get to Wednesday, another partly cloudy, maybe even mostly sunny day as high pressure settles in. And we're talking about temperatures that are going to be in the mid to upper 70s on Wednesday. So generally back down to the 70s all of next week. We're really not looking at any huge warm-ups like the one we just had. But at the same time, we're not going colder than average either. So we're going to get back to normal spring, I think, once we get into, maybe basically this weekend through next week. Temperatures in the 70s. Very nice, refreshing afternoons. Not a real big deal. The humidity is going to increase over the next couple of days, though, with that frontal boundary in the vicinity. So not only are we going to be hot today, you have to worry about the humidity and the heat index being a factor both today and tomorrow, so keep that in mind. I'm Eastern PA with Authority Meteorologist Bobby Marchestein is your outlook for May 3rd, 2018. Have a great Thursday.